Hello, everyone. Have you ever imagined the feeling of being treated like a criminal or as someone invisible in the very place you built? Meet Dr. Elias Costa, one of the most successful CEOs in the financial sector. He is a man who runs Global Bank, an institution he transformed from a small cooperative into a giant. But wealth and power, at times, cannot erase prejudice. The story you are about to hear happened on a seemingly ordinary morning when Elias decided to make an anonymous visit to one of his branches. In 10 minutes, what was supposed to be a simple transaction turned into a scene of public humiliation. And what happened next, when he revealed his identity, cost a manager his job immediately. Stay with us to understand how a racist attitude cost a position and revealed a deep problem within a major corporation. Dr. Elias Costa had a peculiar habit. He liked to visit Global Bank branches disguised. He dressed discreetly, wore simple glasses and a cap. He did this not to inspect, but to experience the common client's perspective. That morning, he chose a central branch of a large capital city, a place he rarely visited. The plan was simple. Go in, withdraw a modest amount, and observe the service. Upon arriving, he headed to the teller, who was busy. He waited patiently, and when he was called, he asked to withdraw 5,000 Brazilian reals, about 1,000 US dollars, from his personal account. He handed over his card and a valid ID. The teller processed a request quickly but hesitated and called the manager Mr. Arthur. Arthur was a middle-aged man with an air of superiority. He looked Elias up and down. He didn't see a client, but a black man in simple clothes asking for an amount that, in his prejudiced mind, didn't match his appearance. Arthur took Elias's ID, looked at the name Elias Costa, but his expression was one of suspicion. "Sir, the amount is high. Are you sure this account is yours? We might have security issues here." Elias, remaining calm, replied that yes, the account was his, and he would like to make a withdrawal. Arthur began asking intrusive and irrelevant questions. "What is your occupation? What is the source of this money? Your funds are being verified in the system." He was doing this not based on real procedures, but on sheer racial bias. Meanwhile, white clients walked in and out with large transactions without any questioning. The humiliation lasted almost 10 minutes. The manager called another sector to verify the data, a clear tactic of intimidation. He acted as if Elias was attempting a scam. Elias's patience ran out. He wasn't annoyed by the inconvenience, but by the profound injustice he was witnessing and feeling. He knew that if he, the CEO of the bank, was being treated this way, what would happen to other black clients and marginalized people? He looked into the eyes of the manager, Arthur, who had an ironic smile on his face. "Mr. Arthur," Elias said in a low but firm voice, "I am tired of waiting for something that is rightfully mine. You have violated several customer service and security policies." Arthur scoffed dismissively. "Well, my friend, if you were who you claim to be, you wouldn't mind waiting. If you insist, I will have to call security to ensure we're not being deceived." That was the limit. Elias took a deep breath. He removed his cap and glasses, changing his posture. He grabbed his phone and called his executive assistant, who was waiting in the car outside. "Lucas, start the live stream on the bank's official channel. Send the security and HR team to the central branch, now, and bring my corporate ID badge." In less than 5 minutes, the bank security team walked in. Manager Arthur tried to intervene, but Elias simply ignored him. Lucas, the assistant, handed Elias the executive ID badge, which gleamed around the CEO's neck. That moment was captured by the phone camera Lucas had activated, broadcasting everything live to employees and shareholders following the bank's internal page. Elias turned to the manager, Arthur, who was pale and shaking. "Mr. Arthur," Elias said, now with a loud and commanding voice, "my name is Dr. Elias Costa. I am the CEO of Global Bank, and I have just experienced the kind of prejudiced and discriminatory service that we do not allow in this institution. You denied me a basic service, questioned my integrity, and publicly humiliated me simply because of the color of my skin and my attire." He looked at the camera. "I am here today to say that this bank was built on a foundation of equality and respect. What happened today is unacceptable. Mr. Arthur, effective immediately, is terminated for cause and will be escorted out of this branch. And to all our employees who are watching, prejudice has no place in this bank. Let the treatment I received today be a reminder. The manager tried to argue but was immediately escorted out by security. The teller in the queue, moved, began to applaud. Elias didn't stop there. He stayed in the branch for another hour, talking to employees and clients, reinforcing the zero-tolerance policy against racism and discrimination. The 5,000 Brazilian reals withdrawal was made, but the true value of that moment was a lesson that power must be used to deliver justice. The story of Elias Costa is a powerful reminder. Do not judge a book by its cover. True authority is not in the most expensive suit, but in character and dignity. If this story touched you, leave your comment below. What would you do if you were in Dr. Elias Costa's shoes? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of reversal and justice.